Hello, 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 everybody. How are y'all doing this morning? Okay, it's noon. It's not morning anymore, but welcome in, everybody. Did see a bunch of names popping up in the chatty chat. We have... Oh, Infinity says, I love gnomes and Halloween. This is gonna be awesome. And that is not on there yet. Let me do that again. Okay, now you got your welcomes. Yes, there you go. Terry Cooper says, I'm here. Because she likes purple, and I guess she likes gnomes. Do you like gnomes, Terry Cooper? So we have got in the chat, we have Jen, who's been here for 10 minutes, along with Miss Elka. Welcome in, ladies. And Marit is saying hello. And Jen says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. So thank you for all of that, guys. You guys are awesome. Terry Cooper is here. Lisa Acker's here. And Terry Cooper says, yes, I love gnomies. Yes. Hey, Rhonda. She says, woohoo, I made it at the beginning of the video. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much for popping in. And let me zoom a little bit. I don't really want to zoom in on my face, but it is what it is. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to play with... Yeah, I'm going to stitch. I'm going to play with Fergus. Because, yeah, Fergus is adorable. Friggin' adorable. Do I still have that page up to show it on the website? Why do I have two of those? Have that one. Close on that one. I'm leaving that one open. I'm doing things a little bit different. There we go. That's the one I wanted. I need to maximize that so y'all can see it on the website. Hey, Miss Tara, welcome in. Terry Cooper says, surprised I made it on time. I was up after 11 p.m. watching and playing and watching Ryan. Yeah, I saw you in the chat when I played a couple rounds with him, and I was good. I stopped right before it was time for fixing dinner. Todd had just gotten back in from his bike ride, and it's kind of weird. I just got so friggin' tired yesterday. It doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes. Anywho, let's meet Fergus. Y'all want to meet Fergus? Here is what Mr. Fergus looks like. Isn't he friggin' adorable? I mean, come on, you know? So Fergus is a cute little gnomie. He's got lots of little add-ons you can do. Plus, you know what? You can basically cut most of the stuff that you have dies for. You can cut all that stuff with. You can use those for felt. Looking at these dies, I don't think they're like heavy duty or anything else. Hello, Miss Danielle. Welcome in. Yay. Oh, okay. Great. Amarit says, where can I watch you play games? That is on Twitch. I played yesterday with my buddy Ryan while he was live streaming. So I joined a couple of his games. There was one point where they decided they were changing what they were doing, and they said for everybody to pop out. I didn't catch that part. What he was saying is like, put yourself in the queue to get added into the game. And it's like, I just never did anything, and I felt bad because apparently I was supposed to re-queue up and I didn't know it. So, but we did win a few. It's like, yay, because I haven't played hardly at all. It's just Fortnite. That's what we were playing. I have played some other games on Twitch, so I do have a Twitch channel. Terry Cooper is over there right now, and you can find me at Debbie J's Crafting Corner everywhere. And that's basically where you'll find me over there. Yep, my name is the same over there. Go to my, if you go to my link bio, Debbie J's Crafting Corner / link bio, all of my links to everything are there. For most of the social media, up at the top, there's little icons, and just click on whichever one you want to go to, and that'll take you to my page on that platform. I really got to make time to do my nails. God, they're getting bad. Okay. But yeah, I don't really play a lot over there, and it's been a while since I did a gaming stream. But I do sometimes join. I joined Ryan for a little bit because I wanted to play, and he happened to be on, and the things. I mean, I did do a Disney Dreamlight Valley like a year or so ago. I've been so bad. What time did I play? It was around 7 o'clock, I think, 7:30. I got close to time for dinner, and I was tired enough I couldn't make myself think cricket. I just couldn't. I'm working on a summit project for one of the summits coming up. My project is due on the 15th, so I need to get that recorded this weekend. Anyway, before that, we're going to play with this, and then this afternoon at 3 o'clock, we're going to do our light up card class. So if you're not already registered for that, you need to do that, and I need to push the other button, and it's right there to give you the link. I thought I had it where it pops up on screen, but that's not.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Well, I love y'all too. Thank you. Who did that? That was scrolling up. That was Miss Jen. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I have a couple of ideas on. Basically, what I want to do with the light up card is kind of give y'all a background on the different lights. I mean, a brief one. I do have a mini course that goes over a lot of it and goes into a lot of detail and shows a lot of different cards and does the assembly of the light up part on a bunch of cards. So that mini course is up, and I think it's like $50 for the whole thing, and it's got lots of it's like a lot of classes in there. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Cheryl is saying hello from Nevada. Yay. Okay, so this is what we're going to be working on today. This is going to be a multiple stream project. I hope y'all don't mind. And I am going to try to keep them shorter because I got a lot. I do still have some things to do, and a lot of it is where I'm wanting to make some things for y'all. Most of you know about the Spark membership, as in Spark Your Creativity. That is my new membership. It is a free membership with a paid part included, but I want to start bulking it out, basically putting more stuff in it, and I haven't had a chance to actually build anything. So that's one of the things I want to work on, and I can't do that if I'm constantly live. But I love being live with you guys too. You guys know what I mean. I know, right? Terry, it is so cool. So I do have the entire collection. Okay, so we have the basics. Let me show you the dies again. I think I showed everything on the 10th, but we've all slept since then. I've printed out the thing that says how many of everything you're supposed to do. Last night, I did, with it muted, I skimmed through the videos, a couple of the videos that they have on the website to show you how to create the things. I also came across oh, here, I got to show y'all this. Okay, I'm going back to the internet. This one is a blog post on, I'm scrolling up. It's on the Spellbinders site, but for some reason I was thinking it was saying, okay, this one was actually put up yesterday or day before yesterday. Meet Fergus, the cutest handmade gnome for the holidays. So someone wrote a blog post. It looks like it's Lorena Wakefield wrote a blog post on the Spellbinders site showing step by step how to do all the things. Okay, so I'm going to keep that up in case I forget anything. First off, one thing that when I was die cutting some things out, it didn't really catch my brain because sometimes I'm just hurrying to get things done and I don't pay attention. On the dies themselves, I'm gonna get out this first one, which is the main Fergus thing. On the dies themselves, there are these little tabs on some of the dies, and it tells you how many to cut. So I have this one that's on the page in my hand right now. It says, cut it 2 times. It says, okay, there. It says, it's not bright enough. Let me brighten it up. It says times 2. So I'm supposed to cut 2 of these. This is for the arm. Okay, so I know what they are. So when I was cutting things out, there was a couple of them that I didn't cut. I only cut one of those initially, and I only cut one of those initially. And it's like, okay. So now I've got everything cut out for one Nomi. Plus I've got the beards and stuff for a couple more. I went ahead and cut out enough white for like 3 gnomes. So this is for the front and back of his body. This is for his hat. This is for the back of his coat. This one is used for his big old nose, and I haven't gone in to see how they do it yet, but it's also used for his hands. So we're going to use this die to cut the felt for that. Then we've got 2 layers of his beard. This one is like, hey, Leslie, welcome in. So this one is, and you can see some purple stuck in there. This is for like a trim piece. It goes, I think it goes on his hat and part of his coat. This is for the brim of his hat, and it says cut it out twice. We've got his arms. We've got the bottom of his body. This is his body. So the bottom of his body. I'm getting interrupted. Danielle is having fun. And then we've got this one that is for his coat. Okay, and that one gets cut out twice as well. So I've got a bunch of things cut out. What we're going to start with is we're going to start with the hat. So I'm putting these back to back and then putting them back in my sleeve so I don't lose any of the dies. And the felt that I'm using, there is felt on Spellbinders website. I do not have the felt. What I've got is some that I bought from HTV Runt on their website. I actually got 2 packs of a multiple pack, mostly because I have had bad experience with the stuff I got at Michael's. It's hard to tell. First off, you have to try to get the right colors, and then when you get the right colors, it might not be thick enough. And the stuff that I got from HTV Runt worked so much better. You might remember I didn't do this on camera, but I made this guy, and I'm using it as my mailbox key, and it went to Kentucky with me. It is still in perfect shape. I did use hot glue to glue the little flower on, but other than that, it's all stitched, and it's actually a nice quality thick felt. So I like this. It's not going to be the same quality as what you're going to get from the Spellbinder stuff. It is their collection is merino felt, and I have seen on Erin Reed's channel that she recommends merino felt because it holds up and it works really well. So just to show you what this stuff that I got from HTV Run is, and I'll find the link and I'll put it in the description, which you do not have a product list in there yet because I'm an idiot and didn't do it. I should do that. Let me see if I can get my voice command thing to work. Link Deli. I'm going to try to be smart and do things better and faster and things. So I'm going to try to make myself actually use my voice while doing things on the interwebs. Sign in. New product list. I don't know if it'll let me do it. Yes, it will. Oh, awesome. 2025-0913. Fergus. It doesn't do it. I'm going to have to clean that up, but that's okay. It's like, cool. I'm going to go ahead and add. What was that? We have. Okay, thank you, Anne-Marie. So we've got bugging the streamer on top of the bats. That is funny. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and, well, I might as well let you see what I'm doing because otherwise it's boring. I'm going to add this to my Link Deli. Fergus dies, and add it to the one that is not looking right. Add to end of list, and then I'm going to just grab the link, copy it, and I'll put that into the chat for you guys. Actually, I'm going to put it into the description on YouTube. That's what I'm going to do. Visual supply list, go to there. And that just means that as I add some more things on there, then I will add them on there. I don't know that I'll add the link for the felt that I'm using. And if I can find I think this is actually available on their website too, on Spellbinders website too. So this is a little magnetic holder for my needles. And it makes it so I don't lose the friggin' things. And I kind of want a sharper one, I think. I can use the big ones. I think I've got the holes basically popped out, which is good because yeah, it cut well enough so I did get all of the holes popped out. So what we're going to be using is these 3 right here. That's what we're doing. This is the hat. So we've got this one. We only needed one of them, and then we've got the brim.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
I don't know if I said hello to Maureen or not, but hello, Maureen. And then we've got this one that's going to be the hat band. So you see what color I'm using, Terry Cooper? You see what color I'm using, Jen? All you guys that are on Team Purple, you see what I'm doing? I'm doing a purple one. I'm planning on this one being for Halloween. So that's the plan. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. And let's go ahead and get some floss. Leslie's laughing. So I'm just getting a long piece of floss here. I'm going to use my regular scissors because these guys do stay sharp. I don't know where my other scissors are. It's the thing. It's like I looked this morning, couldn't find them. I mean, I got other things done this morning. I made a swatch of some stuff that I've never swatched out. I need some stuff from Ranger, and I didn't know what stickles. By the way, secret. I got on their design team. But I want to get some more stickles and stuff, but I didn't know what I had. And I pulled it out. I was like, I've got all this. Some of the stuff is like from 2018, and it's still good. I know because I swatched them out this morning. And some of the colors I can't find on their website. Okay, I think they said to do 2 strands. So I'm going to do 2 strands. I kind of want to do 3. I'm going to do 3. I'm going to do 3 because I want to be a little bit stronger. And it's a different stitch than what we did last time for part of it. Come on. Would help if I could friggin' see. Anybody else have that problem? Hey, Nerdy! What are you doing in here? Hey! I didn't see you! I know, I am super excited about that. It's like I got an email from them yesterday, day before, something like that. And so, yeah, I'm excited about that. I can't... Is that 4? I think that's 4. Because this is where I had already pulled 2. So let's do that. Let's get... I'm going to go to the other end so that maybe I can do it. Hey, Ronan. Ronan. I'm going to make a gnome. I don't even... You know what a gnome is. And he's going to wear purple and he's going to be magical. Today I'm just going to make his hat. Did I still pull just 2? I'm going to go with it. Yeah, I've been on different design teams. Right now I'm on Scrappy Tales. Spellbinders calls theirs the influencer team instead of design team, but it's basically the same thing. And you guys know I do tons of stuff for Spellbinders. I was on my first one. My first design team was Monica Taylor, and it was all digital images. She was the first one to give me a chance to do the thing. So yeah, I've been on design teams for a while, but yeah, this time it's Ranger, and it's a little bit different because it's not going to be focused on stamps and dies. It's going to be basically focused, I think, on things like the inks and the inks and stickles and just those different mediums that make things so cool. I've already been using this one. This is one it doesn't have a name on it, because I bought it in a kit at Joann's and it doesn't have a name on it. But I think I know which one it is. I think it's Diamond, and I'm definitely going to get another one because this is almost empty. This is the one I use the most. This is the one that makes that really nice snow look, the kind that you get on your Christmas cards or the old-fashioned Christmas cards that had that little bit of glitter added. Love this stuff, and it's almost empty. So that's the one I definitely need. Okay, so I'm going to do the instructions that they said, and what you're basically going to do is we're going to start at the bottom, and we're going to be stitching this all together. This is basically the seam for the hat, okay? And it's not going to be the running stitch that we've done in other ones. So the running stitch is this one that goes around the edges like that. It's not going to be that one. Then instead, we're going to do the blanket stitch. And yes, I watched enough of the video to make sure I knew. Hello, Ronan. Ronan says, hello, everybody. Okay, I think this is Pixie Dragon talking. Hello, everybody. And I probably need to bring something else so that y'all can actually see. Because I don't really need my craft mat right now. Let's make the background look more like wood. And then we'll zoom in, and then nobody will know except y'all that got here earlier will know that this is not what I'm doing. Okay, it's not the real thing. That's the wrong one. There we go. There we go. Now y'all can see, and it looks like I'm on wood. Isn't that fun? It's the way you cheat. Okay, so I'm going to try curving this thing first. I don't really want to fold it flat. It's going to curve. It's going to be cute. It's going to be cute. Okay. So starting on the inside, because we always start on the inside. Well, I don't think it matters on this one. We're going to actually we're going to stitch this together, and then we're going to flip it inside out. And I've never done that with felt. Okay, starting at the bottom, and we're able to line up all the holes. That's why it's nice to have a good felt that's going to actually do that. And we're going to go around and come into the next one.
Not only we have the nerdy, we have Mr. Ronan in here today. We are blessed. Love you too.
Yes. Yes, we are blessed. So the way that the blanket stitch works is it's going to basically come around like that. I'm going to loop this back through. Ah, come on. Okay, so that creates the first loop, and I'm going to come in. I'm going to do the same thing again. And go through that loop, and it basically attaches it. So that's what all of them are going to look like, okay? And this is supposed to, from what like I said, I watched part of a video, and what she said is that this is going to make this seam stronger, which is good, because doing the other one, some of those could actually rip out fairly easily, and I don't really want to do that. Okay, go through that hole and that. Am I in the, yes, I am in the third hole. Okay. Ronan says I'm behaving, so I won't almost kill anyone. What? Oh. Okay, I'm going to put that up there because love you, Ronan. Ronan says I'm behaving so that I don't almost kill anyone. Last time someone almost died, apparently. That was because you make us laugh so much, honey. You know that we love you when you do that. So Nerdy, I think you probably came back and watched the replay or something, but he popped into a live stream with me and my buddy Elizabeth, and Elizabeth has never been exposed to the Ronan voice or to the pixie dragon. So that doesn't look like it's tight enough. Let me tighten that up a little bit. There we go. That looks better. So it was friggin' hilarious. Did I do that right? I think I did. I don't know. We'll see. Nerdy is lurking on YouTube. Yeah, she wasn't ready. She didn't know. And I think I fixed my audio. I probably screwed it up for my my Zoom that's happening today. But I'm going to test it as soon as I get done with this one. But I think I have the audio fixed so that next time she comes on, Ronan, she'll be able to hear you. Because that was the hardest part. I mean, she had to wait for it to catch up. So I'm trying my best not to bust up laughing while you're talking, and she can't hear you because it's because of the delay. It was so friggin' hilarious. I enjoyed it. I really did. And yeah, we're gonna have to do that again. I told you, this is not really a teaching stream. I told y'all that earlier in the week, that today's is not really going to be a teaching stream. It's going to be mostly just chill, hanging out, and stitching. Because this is one of the things I need to do. Ronan says, I'm glad. Okay. I'm glad to sprinkle chaos. And that's like you guys loving the Todd and doing the meows and stuff. It's like Ronan is just another. He needs to stream. He really does. But I think that as much energy as he puts into what he says, he would be exhausted. Nerdy, you need to have him on your stream. The Todd! I know. The Todd is not here right now. He is on a bike ride. It is Saturday, and he typically goes on a bike ride Saturday morning. And this morning, he's getting his bike ready to go, and turns out that he didn't have pressure in his tire. He has had so many different tire issues this week. I mean, he, on the way home on Monday from the office, he had a flat tire in the van. It's like, no. So yeah, he got the flat taken care of. So when he went to the office on Thursday, he comes back and he says, I have another issue with the tire. It was basically where the spare apparently had a bulge in it. So he drove down to Lake Nona and back. It's like 20 something miles on the highway each way. Luckily did not have another flat. And he ordered tires because that's how he does it. He orders tires, and he had it put on the rim yesterday and changed the tire when he got home. Okay, so Jen says, Gnome in a purple suit sounds like the pimp who saved Christmas. I support it. This is going to be Halloween, honey. This is going to be a Halloweeny Gnome. So we're going to have bats and all the things. I think I'm going to do one in red and green and maybe another one in blue. Because this is cute. And this is not really taking all that much time. This is one of those projects. I just wanted to share it with you guys, the stitching, and let you see kind of how to do it. And that way you can make your own once you get the dies. And, excuse me. But you can make your own. And then, I'm pretty sure this is what I'm supposed to be doing here. Let me look at the thing and see how she says the stitches part. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. She did hers completely, she did her stitching completely different from the one that I watched. She did a different stitch for this part, and she did the brim first. But that's okay. But yeah, I kind of wanted to do a Halloweeny Gnome. He's going to be cute. I think if I do that, it's just going to automatically fix it. There we go. Yeah, I don't really do stitching that much. Well, you guys have basically saw when I've done stitching. I don't even do it on my cards, to be honest. And it's just because it takes longer than just cutting the things out and what? Oh, that was from Ronan. Okay, so Ronan said that. Yeah, I did see that Ronan said that he's not a streamer. He's just a streamer supporter. Is that anything like an athletic supporter? And look how pretty the stitches are. Oh, wait, I wanted to... Which way was I going? I'm going this way. I'm going from the back. So you could actually go from the front or the back. You just need to do it the same way every time. I'm a stream strap? Sure. I'm going to have to check and see if Nicole Spohr has a video on this too. Because I definitely like watching her do her stitching, and the way she explains it and everything is really nice. And she does, she has, I think she's called a series on her channel she calls Floss Tube. So it's YouTube, but it's floss like this, And the little package that they come in is literally the floss tube. So I think that's kind of a fun play on words. But I love her stuff anyway. She makes some really, really pretty cards. But she also is doing embroidery. I don't know how she has time to do all the things. I think she does cross stitch. Okay, so let's see. Is there another stitch up at the top? I think there is. I've got one more up here, and then I need to... Oh, I think they went the opposite direction. So I probably need to go down. I don't remember. Is there another stitch hole? I don't think there is. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of try to tie it so it doesn't do the thing. I know what I need to do. I need to take it back down the rest of the way. I need to go back down to the other end. I can do that. I can do that. And this time I'm just going to do kind of sort of the running stitch, but just like half of it. Love you, Jen. You have to, you don't understand. Jen does not understand us, Ronan. Now, I am also very easily amused. This is a PG-13 channel, though, so we're not going to say anything bad. Because I don't like to offend anybody. That's just part of who I am. Yeah, this is probably going to be stronger than I actually need it to be, but that's good. That's a good thing. I also haven't stitched anything since the strawberry, and that's been at least a couple of months. And it's usually better to have the instructions in front of you. But yeah, there are instructions, and I'm kind of trying to follow the instructions from the video that I sort of watched while I was watching Resident Alien last night. So that's what we were watching. And then I was also trying to watch the bits and pieces enough to see what it was that she did. I missed that, got the mail, and then, what is it? Oh, okay. I'm being censored for popular consumption. Leslie, have you met Ronan? Have you yet met Ronan? Ronan is a sweetheart. I love him to death. He is one of my favoriteest peoples. But he came on with me and Elizabeth Costa-Rogers a week ago, I think. The last one that we did together, we did the Halloween thing. Anyway, he came on at the end, and I had his voice. We had his voice in the stream. That's one of the things that you're able to do with Discord, and I'm not good at it, and I got a tangle. No. Come on, let's let go. Okay, there we go. Anyway, but yeah, he was in with us on that stream, and his first thing he said in here is that he's behaving because he doesn't want to almost kill somebody like what happened on that stream. Yes, he gives good voice. I'm not little. It was the dragon's fault. Yes, it was. Little boy? What? He's not a little boy. Yeah, Pixie Dragon's the little one. And he's got the cutest little voice. But yeah, Ronan, I love you, honey. Nerdy, I love your Ronan, by the way. I'm never going to try to steal him from you, but he's one of my favoriteest peoples. Okay, so now that I'm back down here, and this might be the way I was supposed to do it anyway, I'm going to tie these pieces together so that it hopefully does not come apart. Just going to tie that off, and then we're going to flip this inside out. That's going to be difficult. It's not like regular material. This is stiffer than regular material. You guys can already see that. And I like the fact that it is stiffer because that makes it... Why do I have an extra string? That makes it easier for me to actually be able to stitch it. And I don't know if that is going to be the same with you guys or not, but it does make it easier for me to do this. Okay. So let's give this a try. Was thinking stalker. What? Okay, Leslie said something. Thanks, Adeline. I was thinking stalker or something else, maybe not PG-13. Oh, what did Adeline say? Yes, I'm scrolling up. Adeline, have you been naughty or nice?
Ho, ho, ho!
I still don't know what it was that Adelaide said, but Adelaide apparently has been nice, according to Santa. And so has Jen. Was it Jen? Who did this last one? Danielle, she did that one. So apparently Danielle has been good too. Okay, so I'm trying to do this one. It is kind of breaking down the fibers a little bit in the fabric, and that's fine because it doesn't need to stay stiff. And I am talking about the felt. Ronan. But the seam looks good so far. Okay, it's coming. It's looking good. Ronan says, I'm not going to risk it. Me and Santa have an agreement. What? He just automatically knows to send you coal? I can't do it with that. I was going to try to do what she said. Jen says a small crochet hook may help. Yeah, I'm going to use my pokey tool. I can't use the little needle for this part. I just am going to be gentle. And she also put like a pencil or something in it. Hey, Lady Cricket Bug, how are you doing, honey? And thank you for the lurk. And thank you for letting us know about the lurk. "30 minutes in and we've already got most of this part done. Isn't that good? Look at that. Okay. I think that's about it. So there's his little hat. There's the beginning of his little hat. Okay, so one other thing, you kind of want, this is what she did in her video anyway. She recommended that it have a little bit of a curve, you know, kind of like a wizard's hat or like a, you know, kind of that. So we're gonna make it bend. I need to pull out just a little bit more, I think. I think that's about as much as it's going to go. Okay. So, she called this a hidden stitch. So, we're going to come up a little bit. We're going to go in between the stitches. Let me hold that strand out of the way. We're going to go up a little bit. Maybe about a third to halfway. Right up that seam. I think I want one more. And then we're going to turn around and go back down. Leslie says, I don't sew or crochet, but love my number 11 crochet hook for getting snags into back into sweaters. That makes sense. Now, I don't wear sweaters because it's too freaking hot in Florida. I mean, my mother-in-law made me one that was supposed to be one for warmer weather. So it's kind of a mesh kind of thing, which is great. I never actually finished stitching up the sides of it, I don't think. Just because it's a knit, it's going to be hotter. I just stick with my t-shirts and air conditioning. Gnome Wizard casts Fireball! Somebody needs to quote that! I like that. Oh, that's actually a kind of a fun idea. Yeah. Okay. Now that I'm back down to the bottom, assuming that this is going to work, I should be able to pull on this and basically make it bend. Look at that. So his hat is going to automatically have that little bend in it. And I'm going to tie it off with this one at the bottom. Let's get that ready. And then I'm going to pull it again to make it tighter before I actually tie that one down. Okay, I think I was pulling the wrong string. Might helps if you do the right one. When stitching, add a small hoop to the top and grab it with a hook to turn it inside out. Yeah, that would probably work too, but this is like, I'm only going to do a couple of them. So, but now it has that little curve, so it looks more like a little Nomi hat. And this is going to be too small for Grogu, I think. But that would be funny. I'm going to have to put it on Grogu at some point. So I'm tying all of that off real quick. I don't want it to come undone. And then we're going to start with the brim. Okay. So I'm keeping this. I'm going to just keep on going on with the same stitch here. So we're going to take one of these. And we're basically going to put it on the inside like that. And we're going to actually... Okay, I need it. Is that the way I want it? Okay, we want it to be... We're going to be stitching it like this. We're going to be doing the same stitch we did before. It does need to be... I think I do need to go from this side. That'll be easier on me for keeping my thread straight. Come here, needle. Come here, needle. Yes, I talked to my supplies. All right, so I'm going to start with going through the snail. We're going to go through one of the holes in the base of the hat here. If I can find it with my needle. And then I'm going to go through the underside of one of these. Okay, so this is going to basically be facing up like that. It's going to take a couple of stitches, I think, to get it kind of in place. Then I'm going to come in through the next hole. Yeah, that's the next one. And then do the same thing going into the next one on the underside of the brim. Come on. I lost the hole. So the inside of this is going to be going up. Alien gnome space wizard with giant barbarian metal golem named Mando. What? I don't understand what's happening. Okay, and then I'm going to go back through that loop again, just like we did with the first one. I can find it. Let me get that other string out of the way. That's why I'm having trouble. Get out the way. Okay. So we're going to do it blanket stitch all the way around again, just like we did here. If you put the hat on Grogu, that's what happens. Okay. And my string is not... It's this extra tail that is in my way. Okay. So I'm going to come in here so I can see where the hole is. I'm getting the tail out of the way so that it's not going to get tangled up in what I'm doing. There we go. All right. That'll work better. That will help me. Yes. What happens if we put a wizard hat on the Ronin, though? Hey, Kelly. Welcome in, hun. So I'm going to try this again. Coming in the next hole, if I can see it. That was the one I just did. Here's the next one, and then we go through the next hole. It's just going to take a minute for me to get all of these, to get it moving. All right. Okay, so we do have a couple of stitches there, so you guys can see them. Now I'm trying to focus and see the next one. There's the next one. And it's actually lined up with the... No, it wasn't lined up with the thing. It was lined up with the wrong one. There we go. Oh, I see why. I've got to undo a couple of them because I skipped a hole. Where's my thing? Here's my thing. I love this, by the way, because I cannot... It's not because I'm getting old, although that's probably a factor. I haven't been able to thread a needle and actually see the hole for the needle ever, because the hole is so little and the thread never wants to go through there. But this thing makes it so much easier. It's actually got 3 different ways to do it, and I put a magnet on it so it sticks to my little magnet thing and I don't lose it. And it's also from DMC for the floss, so I'm pretty sure it's also on the Spellbinders website. I'm gonna have to see if I can find that on there and give you guys links. Okay. So going to the next hole, because I need to see it again. Y'all can't see it either because it's all purple. It's that one and that one. There we go. So I'm when we did the main part of when we did the pointy part of the, I didn't do that right. When we did the pointy part of the hat, I did it the opposite way. I went outside in, and this time I'm going inside out because I know I'm not going to be able to see the things. What happens if Ronan gets the hat? Remember what happened to when Jafar? Oh, when Jafar got his magical powers. Oh, Ronan, are you going to be evil? No, Ronan's not ever going to be evil.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now, back to our show.
Okay. So I think someone was saying, Maureen, I think someone was saying that if Ronan got magical powers, he would be a witch. Not evil, but there's going to be some upset people. Nah. Why would anybody be upset with the Ronan? Yeah, I should have done this in like light blue to start with so I can see what I'm doing. All right. Did I do that stitch? I can't see it if I did that stitch. Where's my magic? My magic is my phone. Because otherwise I can't see it. I still can't see it. Alrighty. I don't think I went through this hole. And she suggested on this part that you start with about 3 yards of yarn. I mean, 3 yards of thread. And I'm thinking, I'm kind of glad I have a smaller piece because this would be very much more difficult to do. I'll tie it off when I get to the point where I need to, and it isn't really all that difficult. It's just being able to see the tiny little holes and make sure you're going through the right one, because that's the mistake I made the first time around, had to undo the stitches. There we go. So now I'm finally getting to a point where I can do it. Okay, so now you can see the stitches a little bit. And this is not where it's not stitched. It's just that is where the tail was. Go back in there. Go back. Come on. My felt is not wanting to be my friend. It's not the stitches. It's the felt. Thank you so much, Maureen. She says, everybody give us a big thumbs up if you haven't already done so. And I really appreciate it if you do. Thank you so much, Maureen. I appreciate you, honey. Okay, there's the hole, and there's almost the next hole. So I'm basically going through the stitch, and then I'm going through the loop in between each. And that's supposed to make this stronger. And then we're going to do the same thing again with the next layer, because we've got 2 layers of the brim to do. So it's already one. So I'm going to try to do the rest of the brim, and then I'm going to need to stop because I need to do, or rather the rest of this part of the brim, because I also need to eat lunch and then get ready for the workshop coming up at 3 o'clock. Because it really would suck for me to be late for the one that I'm doing, right? Happened again. I lost my thing. It's going to be so cute, though. I'm excited about this one. It's one of those things that I really wanted to make. And I've got another, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I've got another stitching project going to be coming up in about a month or so. Kelly says, be right back. Got to print something off my phone. I hope it's something fun. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little bit of the rhythm. And that is the thing that I've noticed about this, is that you need to just do enough of it and then you wind up falling into a rhythm and it gets much faster and much easier. Meaning my second one of these is probably going to be easier than the first. But not if we're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Not if we're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. No. Okay, it is coming along. It is coming along. And I will know if when I do part 2 on this, I will know at that point if this is something y'all want to watch, because you will have seen part 1, and decide, okay, do I really want to sit through that again? That's one reason why I did the last one, the last big project I did. When was that? I don't even remember now, but I did one where I did all the stitching and everything, and I did it as a video, which means I cut a lot of it out because, yeah, I know that this takes time. This is kind of just a sit here and chill. At least you have music. Remember, kids, a zombie apocalypse is no time to be stingy. Always double tap. We still haven't watched the rest of The Walking Dead. It's where I think almost a year ago we were watching it, and it's such a long series, and Todd was getting, it was just getting to be stressful because heightened awareness throughout the whole thing, right? So we wound up switching to something comedic or something else, and we've been going through a lot of other shows and still have not gotten back to that one. I'm still wanting him to go ahead and start watching Wednesday, because I sat here at my computer and watched the first half of this last season without him, and I want to go to the next one, but I don't want to. He gets irritated if I do that. So yeah, I want him to watch the whole thing. It's like, I'm good to watch it again. He doesn't want to watch a lot of shows a second time, and it's like, yeah, I'm good to watch it again. I may remember all of it. I may remember all the things, and yeah, I'm ready to watch it again. It's good. So we've got almost half of that done. And I'm trying to make sure that my stitches are nice and tight. And what's wonderful is that doing this one, oh, I remember it was back at Christmas when I made the little Rudolph, and yeah, they were so cute. But that felt sucked. It really sucked. It was not thick enough and it tore. So that's one of the things I am loving about this. It's like none of my stitches have ripped None of them. None of the holes have ripped. It's like, it works so much better when you've got a solid kind of felt to work with. So I know I'm going to be getting some of the Spellbinder stuff before too long, so I'll get to try that one and see how I like it compared to this. I mean, this one was good because I was able to get a lot of different colors. But you only get like one sheet of the colors that you're looking at. So for that reason, I actually bought 2 packs so I wouldn't run out. And it was where I needed all of the colors. But the merino is actually better quality, but it's just that you can't get all of the colors in one pack. So I am looking forward to trying it out though. And working on the rest of it, this is actually probably the most difficult part. It's not really difficult, but it is where you have to have a little more trouble seeing all the stitches and things. The coat is going to be easier. Infinity said, I watched all of Wednesday. Yes, it's so good. And I've seen some videos about it, some YouTube videos about the new season, and it's like, what? And some of it doesn't really make sense. And I know that part of it's just teasers. Part of it is people, you know, speculating what they think. It has nothing to do with the actual show. They do the same thing with Doctor Who. Ever since the ending of... I've been watching the Doctor Who stuff on YouTube, you know, where they're talking about and everything. And then we got Disney Plus for a little bit, and Todd wants to get rid of it because, you know, first off, the Doctor's not back. They don't even know when it's going to come back. And so we're watching everything that's on there that he might actually have any kind of an interest in watching. And then we're going to drop the subscription again. But it's like, I have no idea what's actually going to happen with Doctor Who. And I love Doctor Who. It does, I mean... Some of the Doctors I haven't liked as much, but I love the whole storyline. I like the concept. So I'm going to always be a Whovian, I think. It's just, it is what it is. Just like there's always been different episodes of all the different shows that I've always liked that I didn't really like all that much. You know, Happy Days back in the day. Laverne and Shirley back in the day. Sam and Dean. Yeah, we have to love all of Sam and Dean. But there's a couple of them, it's like, what? What's up with the poop? It was Love Wednesday, yes. You definitely do need to pay attention because characters get very intertwined. Once you watch it all, you get it. Absolutely. I learned that back when I recorded, yes, it was a thing. In 2003, after my husband passed away in January, I watched a lot of TV. I also got my massage license. And so for the next couple of years, I watched a lot of TV. I wound up recording from TV or whatever different series. And I started watching back-to-back series. This was before streaming video was really a thing. So I watched like all of Charmed. And although each episode was fabulous, it's the story of the interactions of the people and how they grow and change throughout the series, regardless if it's 1 season or 10 seasons. It's basically like one long movie, and I love that. So I always get irritated when they stop the show. Where did my thingy go? There it is. The greatest love story of modern television. Yes, I love River Song. I cried when David Tennant left, of course, and then I know Piper was adorable. I think I started watching it probably. I don't even remember why I started watching it. I loved all the characters. Shannon Doherty was good in it. I loved Piper. I loved Phoebe. Phoebe was always so fun. Okay, I've got this much thread left. I don't think I have enough to go all the way around. Yeah, I don't have enough to go all the way around. I'm going to have to get some more thread in a minute. But yeah, I love the show. I love the story. I wish I could be a witch and make things happen. You know? Yeah, Charmed was fabulous. I loved Charmed. Okay, I've got to tie this one off because I did that wrong. It's like I had the thread I didn't have enough to be able to get the loop. So now I have to find the loop and do it again. Well, I watched Charmed, I think, probably 6 or 7 times back to back. Yeah. That's the stitch there. There we go. Found the loop. So I got the loop. And now I'm going to tie it off. Actually, I'm just going to leave that one. And I'm going to get another piece of thread, which is the other half of this one. And we're going to start with this. And finish this go round of the hat. Hey, sweetheart. How are you doing, honey? We're starting on Fergus's hat. We're actually almost done for today because I'm trying to keep it short. Because I have that workshop today at 3 o'clock. I need to still finish getting ready, which I think I've got it in my head what I want to do. It's Murphy's Law, Kelly. What? Why does technology hate you when you're not? Yeah, I know. Or when you got to get stuff done. That's another thing. Technology, yeah. The other night, it's like I needed to start working on the Cricut thing, and I think I've got a basic idea. I'm going to do some more customizing of it probably this afternoon. But I needed to get some stuff done, and then you know what happens? My internet went out. Yeah, my internet went out. Just no reason at all. Just went out. And it was out for about like 6 hours. So Todd found some random DVD that I don't know why we got it, when we got it, or what it was. It was The Green Knight, and it was a weird one. I think it was probably based on the actual story that I probably read in high school. Yeah. So it was okay, but it was kind of where we were starting to watch something else at that point. It was like, why am I watching this thing? And that's because our internet was out. And it didn't come back on until like right before we were going to go to bed. So it's like, well, we had time to finish a complete movie before the internet came back. Okay, next hole. Because after I get this part started with getting the things in the right holes, I hope, then I can tie off the other one. Basically tie the ends of these both together. And now this string is so long that everything's going to get tangled up in it. And I don't want everything to get tangled up in it. Okay, there we go. Got that second one there. Kitty. Beats the Todd is out on his bike. And that's something else I want to get started doing again too, but yeah. You guys have been helping me get a lot of stuff done though, and I have been very, very happy. If you haven't looked at my sub count, I'm getting close to 7,800. So yeah, I am very happy about that too. Been growing a lot lately, and I think it's just that you guys are seeing me so much, and I think some of you may be actually bringing in some of your friends, so I really appreciate that, guys. I love that. I want us to have more crafty friends to play with. So if you have some crafty friends that aren't in here, be sure to invite them. And I know it's hard to figure out which live stream to watch when everybody's going live at the same time. I mean, it's Saturday. I'm thinking Tim Holtz is probably live today. I don't know, but he usually is on Saturdays, and you guys are still hanging out with me. And then the folks that aren't able to make it to the live will probably be back later in the day to watch the replay. And you guys rock. And that's even with doing stuff like this that I don't know what I'm... I hope I give y'all hope. Because if I can do this, I know y'all can. Amy is live twice today. That's Amy R. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. Amy R does a lot of really cool Halloween stuff too at this time of year, and I haven't actually gone to see any of them. Mine are more fun. I just have the interactions and stuff, guys. Oh, and then I have the Ronin. I'm glad you guys are having fun. That is the goal. That is my goal. I want y'all to always have fun.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
That one. Thank you. Amy Young. Who's Amy Young? I don't know Amy Young. I need to find out who that is. I mean, this weekend we also had, there's you do know, and I think it's probably popped up a couple of times on the stream, although I didn't say anything when it did. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up again. We've got, today is the last day of Justine Hovey's, no, it's not. It's not the last day. Justine Hovey's 12 Days of Christmas Cards. She's doing that, and you can still get your ticket to watch the rest. Today's the last day of the Makers Retreat. That's the one. And then we have another summit coming up. We've actually got two. We've got the Art of Handmade, which is coming up on the 15th in just a couple of days. And then we've got one coming up in October that is going to be the card making with SVGs. Those last two, I'm actually one of the presenters. So y'all get to see me, and I usually do some type of a live stream with most of those as part of the summit. So yeah, y'all get to come and hang out with me on live streams too. But I've got more coming up. Right now I've got 3, I think I've got 3 summits that I'm going to be in October, and I think 3 that I'm going to be in November. So the next couple of months, there's going to be a lot of summits, a lot of free content out there, plus the all access pass for you guys that like to watch again later on. So those are all going to be coming up over the next couple of months. And yeah, that's going to be fun. This is almost done going all the way around, guys. I think I got like 2 stitches left. I am getting down to the part where we've got the seam, so that is now making it a little bit more difficult. Which means if I had to do it over, I probably wouldn't start at the seam. There we go. So for tomorrow, question from you guys. For tomorrow, do you want to do more Fergus? Do you want to do more music? Because we've got that set from BB Cameron and Spellbinders. Do y'all want to do that? Or do we want to do more Halloween-y stuff from Scrappy Tales? It's one of the nice things about being completely caught up and having a little extra time for the live streams. Okay, Amarit says music. I'm really thinking that that music, the pop-up, that would be really fun to do tomorrow. Okay, so do I need to put a poll in there? I think I'm going to go ahead and put a poll. Jen says, no, I can't do all of the above because I don't have all the time to do that. Let me put a poll up real quick in YouTube. It'll let me talk into this. This is awesome. I just discovered a setting where pretty much anywhere I am able to put my cursor, I'm able to start voice typing. What should we make? Oh, I have to hit the box again. Got it. I did. Come on, do what I say. That's not the one. That's not what I said. Okay, I want... What should we make? That's not working. Okay, I want it to go in there. What should we make? Okay, so now it's working. Stop. Okay, I gotta do it again. It's listening to me when I'm not telling it to. What should we make? And then Fergus? Music? Halloween with Scrappy Tails. That's cool. I actually created the poll on YouTube without typing pretty much most of it. Thank you for the thumbs up. So go ahead and put it in there. So far, we've got 33% for Fergus. We have 50%, 40%. Why does it say no? That's not supposed to be no. I'm ending the poll and I'm starting it over again. Sorry. I'm starting it over again. Okay, we're doing another poll. What should we make? That's not working. What should we make? Music? Music? Fergus? Halloween. It did it again. Why did it say no? I'm stopping it again. Ending poll. I don't know why it did that. It did it twice. It's like it changed. It actually changed it yes and no. It's like that's not. I don't know. One more time. What should we make? What should we make? What should we make? Okay. I'm learning how to do this, guys, by the way. It's one of those things I just turned on earlier today. Music? Fergus? 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 I am really playing. Yeah, it's gonna be fun if I can make it work going forward. That's my goal, okay? That's one reason why I play with some of this stuff. And then the other one was Halloween, right? Halloween. Yay! I actually put it in there right. I did not type any of that. It's where I just had to hit the enter at the right parts. Hey, Christina Holloman, look at, look at. I have to go get Grogu, and we're gonna see what this looks like on him. It's gonna be way too. This is actually about the size of the ones that I've been wearing on my headset, so I might be able to make like a clip. That would be cool. Oh my god. Look at Grogu. That's actually perfect. I need to just put it on an elastic band and put it on him. Look at that. Okay. So right now, what does it says 50% Halloween. The hat works perfect. Oh my god. Elizabeth is gonna love it. Anne Moritz says, vote music. it still could go either way. We've got 18 people in YouTube, and we've got 12 votes right now so far. So go ahead and vote. This is for tomorrow. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Oh God, I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, I'll do another, like, well, no, I don't want to start another section of it, because if I do that, then I'll wait. I won't leave. So what we have to do next on here is put the part on the inside. Well, here's another thing other than the poll, okay? Do you want me to wait to do more on here until I'm live with you guys again to do this? Or is it okay for me? Would it be all right with you guys if I started working on this on my couch? I mean, I could go ahead and start working on a second one. I could just make sure I do the purple one with you guys. So Amaranth says live. Okay. I love that Ilko has a laughing kitty. Okay, this is going to be it for this live stream then. I'm going to go ahead and take my thread out and put it in my box so I don't lose it. Or take my thing. Infinity says I can work on them in between. But then again, I can also cut out another one and a couple of... I need to do a couple more, by the way. So... I can still do the same thing, just give myself some practice in between. So this is all the stuff for the... Let me see, I need to take out my extra beards. This is all going to be for one. So this is all for purple. And then I need to do a couple more. Just show what you did again when live again. Okay. Well, I'll probably do that anyway. Gifts? No. Maybe someone had a great idea of using something like this as a doorstop. Someone had mentioned that in a stream. I thought that was kind of cool. Okay, so the poll says, because it looks like everybody who's going to vote has already voted. There's 21 people in here and only 12 votes. So be sure to vote in the practice hat is for Grogu. I know I need to make a hat for Grogu. This is just, I can't believe that it works. It actually works. Yeah. And if it was in a brighter color, it's almost the right size for my head. I'm thinking the brim would probably need to be bigger. But I think that turned out this is cute. This is cute. I've had fun hanging out with you guys again today, so thank you again so much. This purple piece needs to go in there. Let me put that back into my craft stacks. And I love that this is like nice. I'm gonna put those on top. Yeah, I like that this is nice and small, so that you can do more than you can have one for every practice, every project. Alrighty. So we have got 13 votes. 62% has said Halloween. Do I have a P.O. box? I do not have a P.O. box. My address, though, is down in the description on YouTube. Like it for cards and things, if anybody wants to send me a card, because I like getting cards from you guys, too. I need to get a P.O. box at one point, but they're just expensive. I haven't been willing to, at this point in time anyway, scale to that part. Jen says, see you at 3. Yes, because I know that you have signed up for the class. Fabulous. So we will be making a light up card at 3 o'clock for you guys that are in my workshop this afternoon. We will be live again here tomorrow at noon. And looks like we're going to be making something else Halloween with Scrappy Tales Craft products. So let me go ahead and roll the credits. And say thank you to all of the regular supporters, all of my channel members and Twitch subs. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. I really, really, really appreciate it. And thank you to all of the folks that have been chatting in the chat. I love that you guys actually keep me entertained too. So it's fabulous. There's also some names I didn't recognize in there. Olivia was in here. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you to all of my lurkers that basically come in and watch and hang out, even if you don't say USPS accepts packages. Yeah, I send packages, and UPS accepts packages too. I send things in all different ways, and we get stuff in all the time. I got a UPS package from Spellbinders yesterday that I haven't opened yet. It's one of the design team things, I think, for October. So I haven't opened it and put it in its stuff, but I get stuff in regular USPS mail from them too. And FedEx delivers stuff to Todd all the time too. So we get all the things. Anywho, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see the folks attending the workshop. I'll see you guys at 3 o'clock Eastern today, and I will see the rest of you guys tomorrow at noon. So again, thank you guys so much for everything that you do. You guys rock, and I love you bunches. Bye, guys.